Plaza. So we finished this project at the beginning of this year or late last year. And to us, it's really great opportunity to bring ourselves back to here. Actually, can I have the... They didn't give me the... Oh, this one, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so actually we're not a stranger here. We actually was here in 2012 when our project, the Absolute Tower, was included in the world as well. And during this conference, we all know that we keep on talking about innovation, innovative ideas. So so many of the conversations are surrounded by innovative technologies. Of course, we need that to help us to realize our tower, especially a lot of our projects is very challenging. But my talk today will be very much focusing on innovative ideas, because to us, that's the core of the project. That's where everything really starts. For Chaoyang Park, it really sits in the very unique location in Beijing. It sits on the east of the 3rd Ring Road, very close to the CBD of Beijing. And then one side of the site facing a beautiful, one of the largest public park called the Chaoyang Park. And the other side is facing the urban context, which has a lot of residential towers and the buildings there. With such surroundings, we try to apply our Shanshui philosophy into this project. So what is Shanshui? Shanshui to us is how human feels or human emotions in the natural surroundings, and especially in the very like a special space or a spiritual space in the natural. So our goal is to kind of recapture these things and recreate them in the modern urban buildings. So this painting is done by a Chinese architecture critic, and he's also an artist as well, Wang Mingxian. So this painting, in the front is a beautiful landscape of the mountain ridge, but actually in the far right end, that is our tower in the back. So it does has similar feelings and lives very well with each other as well. So back to the project. So right next to the park, so we wanted to make the project become the extension of the park, not just another tower who sits at the edge of the park. And so the main tower will becoming the backdrop of the park or the landscape element of the park. And then the other side of the site, which is all the urban context, where we have beautiful, we used to have those beautiful courtyard space and hutong space, which is slowly disappeared in Beijing. But those places is really the place that really captured human life, especially human scale, in such a large part of the town. Instead, they built all those modern towers to be in that part of the town. So our challenge is how to balance both park and human scale and urban life in the same time. So what we proposed is 2 main towers sits at the edge of the park, and then in the other side we have those smaller scale, like 4 or 5 story smaller towers right in front of the tower, which create this kind of valley feeling that people can winding through those valleys and get to the tower. And it's literally just like those kind of like miniature landscape we in Asia families we always bring into our house, where you have 2 mountain ridge, then you have a small stream going in between the tower, and collected in the ground level it become a pond, and then you have a group of small rocks just as a low-rise building appear here. And our ideal city is always being, it should be a combination of old and new, and also respect the old and also welcoming the new as well. In the same time, we always try to live very harmoniously with the lake, the nature, and where the people really live around it. And some technical details of the project. So the site itself is around 300,000 square feet. And then on the top, on your most right-hand side is 2 office towers. And in the middle is a small group of retail space. And then you have another office tower on the most the left-hand side, and on the top, we also have a residential component as well. Currently, it's being branded by Giorgio Armani. In total square footage is a 2.2 million square feet, and then which including 1.3 above ground, and then around 900,000 underground. This is a view from another angle, which you can see the two office towers in the backdrop, and then in the middle is the office, is the retail, and then another office close to us in the smaller tower. The one with the horizontal lines, that's the residential towers that we building right now. The way you enter the site is through the city that you go, because there's a big transit hub as well. So people can go through the transit hub and then entering that small scale the buildings where all the retail is. And then through that, they get to go to the tower, which is connected with atrium space in the middle. That's the photo of the atrium space. And then that's an interior shot of the project, because a lot of people think maybe it's too dark, but actually we did a lot of tests of the glass. We have outside opaque glass, and inside we use ultra white glass inside. So we did a lot of tests on that, and then it worked very well in terms of the coloring scheme, the scheme. And then because the two main towers is very enclosed tower, so we do want to bring green into a modern tower vertically as well. So among the towers, we create a lot of those double high, triple high seating space, which is becoming indoor gardens. So all the people who works there, they have both visual access and also physical access to those gardens. And on the top of the towers, we also placed two very major event space on the top. And the project itself is awarded a LEED Gold. So so one of the very important elements to get the LEED Gold is the natural ventilation. So the main part of the tower is all those vertical fins. Those fins actually as a ventilation tool. So what we do is on the ground level, going through a pound of water, it brings in cold, cooler, and also filter the air into the building, and then bring up to the tower. That's a mock-up we built right before the construction. And of course, the challenges of this project is the facade part. So typically, as we design, we always have a very aggressive conceptual ideas. For this project, of course, there's too many double curved glass appeared in our first scheme. And typically, again, we're meeting with our enclosure consultants, fabricators, which they are really amazing in this point, that they're very supportive, give us a lot of good technique imports as well. So we start to rationalize those glass in the same time to modify the shape of the tower as well, which can accommodate those technique imports from them. So with the rebuild of the geometry and also redivided glass as well, we actually managed to make the most of those used to be curved glass, double curved glass into co-band, and also some of them single curved. Just very, very few pieces on the top is a double curved. I want to share some of the photos of the construction. It's very simple, just a concrete structure in the back, and then we have just the cladding on the top. And then this is when they install one of the curved glass on the lower part of the building, which is in the corner is very curved. So that's one of the very large piece of the curved glass when they installed it. Some close-up of the fence and the hedges. The view in between the towers, because we think the spacing between the towers is very important, very interesting as well, especially it lead you towards the view corridor towards the park. Another angle. And that's how you approach the tower, through the group of the smaller buildings, and then you have two towers in the middle, and then you have the atrium as well. Regarding our client, they call the Smart Hero. So they've been as our client almost since day one of our career. We are 15 years old firm, and then so they've been very supportive throughout many different projects that we complete for them. So this project is very special because the site itself is very important in Beijing. It's in almost the center of the CBD and also in the very sensitive part the Chaoyang Park. So they came to us immediately because they do believe the philosophy right behind us, the Shanshui City. They also believe that design does bring great value to their projects as well. So unfortunately, they cannot be here today. So I'm going to share a small video from them.
大家好，我是俊豪中央公园广场的项目负责人张辉。非常感谢主办方及社会各界对我们的厚爱，非常荣幸的能够参加本次评选环节。作为开发商代表，我想从开发建设的角度向大家介绍一下项目的情况。俊豪中央公园广场的项目是中国首都商务核心区 CBD 的一个城市综合体，紧邻的是亚洲第一大城市公园朝阳公园。在北京，朝阳公园的地位是这座城市的很重要的一个自然空间，它的地位媲美于美国的纽约中央公园，所以在项目建设前期，我们是非常慎重的。这样的区域，这样的优秀的环境，自然环境，城市需要什么样的一个建筑呢？我们一直在思考。这里有个故事，刚开始的时候，项目刚刚开始发布，有很多的设计单位主动找到我们，都希望在这么一个位置做一件作品，但是提出的方案呢，相对都是平淡的，没有人文精神的，没有一个立体感觉的，没有和周边的环境相融洽的，这些方案呢，它没有考虑到项目所处在的空间环境，没有充分表达出中国的人文内涵，并且不符合城市人居发展的理念。我们希望在北京这么一个具有深厚文化内涵和历史传统的一个地方，能展现出现代文明气质的国际大都会中，看到更多的具有中国元素的和人文精神的符合城市发展的建筑，同时还要接受环境的特殊性。朝阳公园作为城市重要的组成部分，在此的建筑不应该像 CBD 的高楼大厦一样，没有一个人文的千篇一律的面孔，它应该是公园融入的相协调的一种建筑，是城市自然文化的建筑。为了坚持这个理念，我们一直在寻找合适的合作伙伴，直到遇到了马岩松先生。马岩松先生是一个著名的青年建筑师，他自少从小生活在北京，对中国的传统文化有深厚的了解。毕业于美国耶鲁大学，著名的建筑项目从加拿大多伦多的梦露大厦，到中国的泡泡胡同，以及非常有文化特色的哈尔滨大剧院，都是具有东方美学设计灵感的项目，为大家所接受。马岩松先生对这个项目非常重视，多次来到这个项目进行灵感的感受，从项目周边的社区环境、自然环境以及人文环境反复斟酌，拿出了3套方案。大家现在看到展现出大家跟前的，就是其中的一套方案。它的特点是把项目作为整个环境的一部分，是一个自然的延伸，以朝阳公园的水面作为湖，把高塔作为山峰，让整个建筑融入朝阳公园的环境，形成山水一体的和谐境界。在这里呢，这个建筑群是从环境中自然生长出来的，人民可以真切地感受到自然的气息。项目建设理念不仅赢得了政府、市民和企业的认可，而且吸引了国际奢侈品大牌阿玛尼集团的乔治·阿玛尼先生的关注，从而展示了另一段的合作佳话。阿玛尼先生呢非常喜欢东方文化，在了解俊豪中央公园广场的项目后表达了合作意愿很快的达成了合作节省了很多的流程这是阿玛尼先生在中国的最成功的一次尝试 在项目中，阿玛尼先生亲自全程参与亲自把关俊豪中央公园广场项目的56个高端公寓的设计并且通过这一作品展示了阿玛尼先生的美学的理念和对中国文化的真诚和尊重。现在俊豪中央公园广场已经建成并运营，每天都有数以千计的工作人员在这里访客和办公，以及购物和娱乐，同时也吸引了很多知名的剧组在这里拍摄取景还有国外著名的电视台来这里采访报道俊豪中央公园广场的这个建筑越来越被大家认可和喜欢，我们在此非常的非常的荣幸感到非常的欣慰所以我们认为建筑传达的文化精神和美学是相贯通的，美好的东西自己会说话美好的事物全世界都需要。在这里我也感谢马岩松先生对这个项目的付出，最后再次感谢主办方，感谢大家，谢谢。
Yeah, so with very positive client, they have great mind about, especially the chemistry, how they understand that what city needs and what need to be bring to the table as well. It's really great. He talked about we did 3 concepts, and actually this is one of the most aggressive ones. So they really being very brave to trust us. So for this project, it really helped us to asking questions, to challenge as well, and then financially it made a huge success for our client. And then in the other hand, it's also bringing a new question to the city as well. What's the next for Beijing? And then so we hope we can give them a very good and positive examples. Thank you.